Hello everyone, I am Professor Wagmadi BR, working as Assistant Professor in Agronomy Department. So today we can see the topic on 7th Integrated Rice Agrotechnology, that is SIRA. In this topic, first of all you can see the SIRA technology is developed by Dr. Basab Savankukum Krushi Vidyapith. This technology is especially developed for the small scale resource poor farmer, especially the rice farmer, which will be the small land holding and the less supply of the inputs. Those farmers will be easily adopt this practice or the technology. In this technology, has the following four practices. That is practice number one. In this case, the application of rice straw material as a source of potassium and silicon. Among these will be consist of two important practices, that is recycling of the rice straw ash on nursery beds as a source of silicon, and the second one, that is incorporation or recycling of the paddy straw as a source of potassium and silicon. You can see in detail that is in recycling of rice straw ash on nursery beds as a source of silicon. In this case, you can see here the application of or incorporation of dry straw ash on the nursery beds at the rate of half to 1 kg per meter square. The reason behind this, that is the rice straw as a source or the better source of supplying power of the potassium as well as silicon, which will be helpful for the better establishment of seedlings as well as to make or to develop the healthy seedlings, and then also the improving the resistance against pest and disease. You can see the next point, that is sow the seeds in rows of on the nursery beds, and an application of this rice straw ash or the straw which will be supplied at the rate of 2 to 3 tons per hectare, or it can supply this total quantity of this silicon, that is 30-35%. The silicon plays an important role to make the seedlings more resistant against pests and diseases, healthy growth of the seedlings, and then also make the erectophile canopy, that is helpful for the increasing the photosynthetic activity. Then also the silicon plays an important role to control the rice yellow stem borer. This is a major pest of rice, and then the major disease, that is bacterial leaf blight, then rice blast disease. The second practice, that is incorporation of this paddy straw or recycling of the paddy straw as a source of potassium and silicon. As the paddy straw recycling helps to improving the organic matter content, then also supplies the potassium at the rate of 20 to 25 30 up to 30 kg per hectare, and also supplies silicon, that is 60 to 110 kg per hectare. As the application rate of this paddy straw at the rate of 2 to 3 ton per hectare should be incorporated or should be added into the soil during the puddling operation. Then potassium plays an important role to increase the disease resistance power of the rice seedling, especially the bacterial blight and the blast disease, and also improve in the disease pest resistance capacity, especially in rice stem borer, and as well as the improving the grain quality as well as yield. Then also add the organic matter content. It helps to improving physical, chemical, and biological properties of the soil. Also saves the nitrogenous fertilizers, especially the uh, especially nitrogen fertilizer, and also improve the quality of the environment, and also plants make the resistance to rice stem borer pest. Next practice, there is practice number 2, application of glyceride as a source of green leaf manure. This is an important agrobase approach which will be included in the SIRA technology. In this case, the application or the incorporation of this glyceride green leaf manure at the rate of 3 to 4 ton per hectare at the time of the budding operation. This glyceride which will supply the 12 to 15 kg nitrogen per hectare and also some of the nutrients. It also helps to maintain the organic matter in the soil and also helps in the initial growth of the seedlings for 2 to 3 weeks after transplanting. It adds 8 to 10 kg organic matter and 10 to 15 kg nitrogen per hectare. Also, due to supply of this nitrogen to rice crop, it helps to increase the yield of crop and also helps to the physical, chemical and biological properties of the soils, which will be also helpful for better development of the aggregate and its stability and increases the soil productivity. Then also reduces the emission of the greenhouse gases like methane and the nitrous oxide from the rice field to prevent the environmental deterioration. Then practice number 3, including the using of high yielding varieties, dwarf, high tillering ability, and the pest disease resistant varieties of the rice. In this practice, there are major or important 5 varieties. This will be included in the SIRA technology, that is Phule Radha, Ratnagiri 24, Phule Samruddhi, Indrayani, and the Bhogavati. These varieties should be high yielding one and then also high tillering ability, resistance to pest and disease as well as the dwarf one. Then also this variety is requires less labor for the transplanting because of these varieties should be planted with the recommended spacing, especially in the SIRA technology, that is 15 by 25 centimeter or the 25 by 25 centimeter or 15 by 15 centimeter. For this transplanting operation, we can use the plastic threads or the nylon threads, which will be uh, locally called as the line sewing, which will be use the bamboo sticks for the marking and the as well as the small wooden sticks are fixed on this thread with the spacing that is recommended 15 by 25 centimeter or 25 by 25 centimeter. Using this technology of rice cultivation helps to get save seed that is only 30 kg per hectare instead of 40 to 45 kg per hectare. This practice can save the labor, easy intercultivation operation, easy application of the urea briquettes, that is briquettes technology. The practice will be also included in the SIRA technology. This urea briquettes should be applied easily with the spacing that is 15 by 15 to or 25 by 25 centimeter. Then better aeration, reduce the incidence of pest and diseases. Then better growth of crop, save money and labor expenses. And this due to use of these varieties, that is Phule Radha, Ratnagiri 24, Indrayani, Bhogavati, Phule Samruddhi. There is a number of plants per meter square should be the 25 should be maintained, that is called as controlled transplanting. This is practice number 3. Next one, that is practice number 4. This is a major one or especially related to the nutrient requirement, and this technology, that is urea DAP briquettes application or the placement should be included in the SIRA, that is practice number 4. In urea DAP briquettes are prepared by mixing the urea 60 kg and DAP 40 kg, that is 60 to 40 ratio with the standard proportion. Then urea DAP briquettes are prepared by means of this briquetting machine. This machine is also designed by or developed by the Dr. Babasaheb Sawant Krishi Vidyapith. This technology is recommended only for, or the practice is recommended only for the rice, especially lowland rice cultivation. Each urea DAP briquette weighs 2.7 gram, and each urea DAP briquette is applied at the center of the 4 plants or the in between the square. And during the application of these urea DAP briquettes, the recommended depth, that is 5 centimeter deep. The application of urea DAP briquettes, if more than 5 centimeter, then there will be the less availability of the nutrients and also the loss of the nutrients. That's why the briquettes should be applied uh, within a 5 centimeter deep, not more than 5 centimeter. Then apply 625 urea DAP briquettes per gunta. That is the number of urea DAP briquettes recommended for gunta, that is 625. And then for requirement of the urea DAP briquettes per hectare, that is 175 kg. Among these uh, urea DAP briquettes has helpful for the reducing these losses of nutrients, especially nitrogen. It helps to increase the nutrient efficiency, saving of these nitrogen fertilizers, and also save not only the input cost but also there is an increase in the yield of rice grains and the straw. This is today's topic about the Sierra technology, that is 7th integrated rice agri technology. Thank you.